If you're watching this video, there's a good chance you're in a place right now where nothing feels quite right. You're doing the things you're supposed to do, showing up, getting through, but underneath it all, there's this quiet feeling that something is missing, that you're moving, but not in any particular direction, that you're living, but it doesn't feel like you. I know that feeling, and today I want to talk about what actually helps. Before we talk about how to find your purpose, I want to challenge something. The way most people think about purpose is making it harder to find. We've been sold this idea that purpose is a thing, a specific calling, a grand mission that you either have or you don't. And if you haven't found it yet, something is wrong with you. You're behind. You're missing something fundamental that other people seem to have figured out. But that's not what purpose actually is. Purpose isn't a destination you arrive at. It's a direction you move in. It's not a job title or a passion or a single defining thing. It's a feeling. The feeling of being fully engaged with what you're doing and fully connected to why it matters. And that feeling can exist in 1,000 different places, in 1,000 different lives. The pressure to find the one true purpose is the thing that makes most people feel lost. Because they're looking for something that doesn't exist in the form they've been told it does. Here's something nobody tells you about feeling lost. It's not a problem, it's information. Feeling lost means something. It means the path you've been on, the one other people chose for you, or the one you chose before you knew yourself, or the one that made sense at one point but doesn't anymore. That path no longer fits. And your soul, or your gut, or whatever you want to call it, is telling you so. Most people respond to feeling lost by trying to feel found as quickly as possible. They grab the nearest available path. They make a decision just to have something to move toward. They fill the emptiness with busyness, so they don't have to sit with the discomfort of not knowing. But feeling lost, really sitting with it, getting curious about it, is one of the most valuable things you can do. Because underneath the lostness is information about what matters to you, about what doesn't, about who you are when nobody is telling who to be. Before you can find your purpose, it helps to know what you're actually looking for. Because most people are looking for the wrong thing. Purpose doesn't always feel like passion. Passion is loud, exciting, obvious. Purpose is quieter than that. Purpose feels like this matters. Not because someone told me it matters, not because it looks impressive, because something in me knows it does. It also feels like direction, not certainty, direction. You don't need to know the whole path. You just need to feel like you're moving in the right direction. That slight pull towards something, that's what you're looking for. So, how do you actually find it? Here's the process that works. Step 1. Stop looking for passion and start looking for patterns. What are the things you keep coming back to? Not because you have to, but because something pulls you there. What did you love as a child before anyone told you what was practical or possible? What do people ask you for help with because they've noticed you're good at it? The answers to those questions are threads, and those threads lead somewhere. Step 2. Pay attention to anger and frustration. Anger is often just passion with nowhere to go. The things that make you feel really angry, the injustices, the problems, the gaps you see everywhere, those are clues. Purpose often grows from what breaks your heart and what you're able to do about it. Step 3. Stop waiting for clarity before you move. Clarity doesn't come from thinking, it comes from doing. You will not find your purpose sitting still and waiting for it to reveal itself. You find it by moving, trying things, noticing what feels right, noticing what feels wrong, adjusting, moving again. Purpose is found in motion, not in thinking about it. Step 4. Separate your purpose from your job. Your purpose is not necessarily your career. Your purpose might be expressed through your work, or it might be expressed how you show up in your relationships, or in your community, or the creative work you do at 9 p.m. after everything else is done. Tying purpose to income puts enormous pressure on both, and often kills both. Step 5. Ask better questions. Instead of "what is my purpose?", which is too big and too vague to answer, ask, "what would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? What would I regret not trying? What kind of person do I want to have been at the end of all of this?" Those questions have answers, and those answers point somewhere. And if you've done all of that and you still don't know, here's what I want to say to you. Not knowing is okay. It's not a failure. It's not a sign that you're broken or behind or missing something. The goal isn't to find the answer. The goal is to keep asking the question, to stay curious about yourself, to keep moving toward the things that feel more like you. Because a life lived in that direction, even without clear destination, is a purposeful life, and that might be enough. Finding your purpose isn't a single moment of clarity. It's a slow unfolding, a gradual becoming, a series of small moves toward the things that feel most like you. And if you're feeling lost right now, that's not the end of something. It might be the beginning of the most important thing you ever do. If this resonated, save it and share it with someone who needs to hear it. And tell me in the comments, what's the one thing you'd do if you knew you couldn't fail? Subscribe for more videos about growth and purpose. And if you want to go deeper, I have videos on self-sabotage, breaking patterns, and building confidence right here on the channel. I'll see you there.